Hey guys, we're now on the way to St. Moritz. We're just at Julia now, almost here. So yeah, feels really good to be back in the mountains. I can already feel the altitude air, which always makes me feel really good. So I'm looking forward to hit some training and get fit.
So you're back at work. Why did you decide to come back up to St. Moritz?
The decision to go back to altitude was quite clear, that I needed to do that if I want to get fit, but I came up a bit earlier talking to Brett because he wanted to see me. There were definitely a lot of things still with my hamstring which were not good, and it was important to get onto the ground of these problems, and I think the last 2 weeks we could really make a big step forward, being back in altitude, having the coach on site every day, watching me in the swim, but also on the bike, the running. We started doing aqua jogging a lot, and so I think having that guidance definitely helped me, and was the reason why I came to St. Moritz a bit earlier than I originally planned.
When you weren't in St. Moritz yet, you were doing needling and other therapies for your injury. What are you doing up here? Do you still do those same therapies?
Yeah, I had quite a marathon of therapy down in Solothurn, driving almost every day to some places. Had biokinematic, but also the dry needling, the osteo, and also the chiropractic. So it was, next to the therapies, was also quite a lot of driving, but it was definitely worth it. So now being up here, it's definitely a bit of a benefit that my therapists are much closer to where I live, so I can just within a few minutes I can see them. And so what I've been doing up here in St. Moritz is the massage therapist I've been seeing since many years, but also my physio up here in St. Moritz, who I do the chiropractic with, but also the shockwave therapy. Being up here definitely helps to know that it's really the full focus now. It's only a few more months, and I definitely know that we can't lose any more time, and so my full focus has been on my rest next to the training, but also with the physio and my massage therapist, we can definitely taking steps forward. Things are improving, but it's still not 100%. My running is still reduced, and hopefully we can get that back into full mode soon. So yeah, it's definitely kind of all in, but still we need to be patient by not going forward too fast.
Dani never made it public, but the COVID era was very, very harmful to her. So even though she come back for 1 year and broke the world record, I think she's in the same boat as me. We didn't know how she could do it, but she did. But it left her very, very tired. It was like it was her one shot, and once she did it, it sapped everything out of her body, and it's just, it's taken time. And now this year, the good news is I see her, because she was coming each time and she was sick. There was no other excuse for it. It was just she was sick. She got through it. She did a great race, but then it flattened her. And then, of course, I think the sickness has got better, but then she's had the injury, and that's made it extremely difficult for her.
So what's the process of building up the training?
Well, to be honest, at the moment I just do what my coach tells me. So he's confident that we can get back there, but we both know it's I've been a lot fitter than I am at the moment. So there was good progress in the last 2 weeks, but it's not that long until Nice. So I think it will be tight to get really super fit for Nice, but I'll definitely do everything I can. And then also knowing that there's a few more races after Nice, that's definitely promising because it will give me a bit more time to get fully fit. But the goal, is not, of course, is to get ready for Nice and be able to go to the start line and knowing that I have a chance to win this race.
How have you adjusted the training based on an injury?
Yeah, well, basically we're trying to build her up in the swimming. So we're going to use the base of her training in the pool, which again she hasn't done for a long time in that sort of volume. So we're building the volume up in the swim to give her the fitness that she can't get on the run at the present moment. And we're trying to get her strength back on the bike. So she's not doing Ironman training as per se most people think what Ironman training is. She's not doing that.
What I started new up here is the aqua jogging. It's not my favorite thing to do, definitely have to say that. I always said I'm never gonna do that, but I'm at the point where I do everything I can to get fit. So Brett puts me into the kids pool after my 6K swims. And there I do little sprints in the water. What we do is we actually try to run with the shoes, so I'm touching the ground and I have actually an impact on the body, and it feels like running, but of course with the water it's much less hard on the body, and we'll see if it helps. I definitely believe in it now. I can bring up my heart rate, which is also good. Yeah, I think it's at the moment I'm just doing whatever I can to get back fit. If that means I have to do aqua jogging, then that's it. I'm glad I can do it before the pool opens. I did one session where there were kids in the pool, and I definitely felt like a bit of a crazy person in there. I'm going like a crazy one with my arms sprinting in the water. The kids were kind of a bit confused what I'm doing there, but most of the time I can do it before the pool opens, so at least I don't get the weird looks from the kids. But and otherwise, I mean, we're doing, at the moment it's really just about getting fit, soaking in the altitude. I still have a lot of work to do also for my lungs, my heart, my blood levels don't feel good yet. I mean, not that you can feel blood levels, but how do you say? No, I just know what I mean is like, I definitely feel still quite out of breath up here very fast. So the hills and the passes will do their job to get me fit, get my power back. I think that's one big key what we're working on to get my power back on the bike. Because of the coccyx, I couldn't ride also for quite a while. My coccyx is feeling good again, so that's really good. I don't have pain there, but still some of my muscles, my glutes and also hamstring are a bit on the edge, so I still have to be careful, but we're still working towards getting back that power. And there, of course, we have the bobsled hills where I have done these hills. It's like a 4-minute hill rep. I do it 6 to 12 times, and I've been coming to St. Moritz since 10 years, and up here I would spend 3 months through summer. So calculating that, I probably have done these hills like 120 times at least. And it feels, I do know what times I have to get up there in the big gear to know that I'm fit, and I'm working towards it. I'm not there yet, but still grinding a lot of passes, and hopefully within, let's say, 4 or 6 weeks, I'm feeling a bit more ready towards the races than I feel now.
Has your coaching style changed over the years?
Mine has been the same since I started, and very little change. That's what I'm saying. What I'm trying to do is get her back to the future, get her back to what was working for her before. And I think, I'm not trying to be over positive. I'm sure it'll work for her again. Just the problem we got is the injury at the present moment. But if we didn't have the injury, I'm very confident she would get back to her best.
Are there things that you get frustrated at times? And what are those things that frustrate you?
I never get frustrated.
Liar.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like almost every session feels a bit frustrating at the moment. Knowing what I can do and also knowing what I want to do. Still the same things, but also realizing what I'm capable of doing is a very different thing at the moment. And so that definitely is hard, but I also know that I know the reason for it. So yeah, I just have to be patient and put in the work. I think there's no other way around than putting in the work. And at the moment I can put in work, which is already a big step forward, where a month ago I was not able to. And yeah, I think I try not to judge the sessions, but of course it's hard because you know you're not as good as you used to be, and that can be very frustrating. But at the moment I just have to focus on what I can do today, what I can do tomorrow, and make the best out of every day. And if I do that within, let's say, 60 days or 90 days, I know I'll be in a much better position than I'm now.
How has your relationship developed since you've been working together?
Danny will be the first to tell you, we have a love-hate relationship for 8 years, so it's pretty combustible and very confrontational, and that's one of the reasons why she's been successful. She needed a hard coach, she got one, and but now, if she come back now, she's in a better place as a person. I feel that she's matured greatly in the last couple of years, so that's why she's back here. I couldn't have handled the old Danny, but at the present moment, she's doing her best, and we're getting on fine.
Has Daniela made progress since she's come up to St. Moritz?
Yes, well, Daniela has a few injury problems, and so the 2 weeks she's been here, I've been very happy with how she's trying to handle the situation. And so while it's not optimal, she's doing the best she can, and that's all I ask.
I think the last 2 weeks were very helpful. First, getting a bit used to the altitude was the first step. I mean, I'm still out of breath in most sessions, but in swimming, I would say I feel the biggest difference so far. We've been doing like 4 or 3 times a week, 6 or 7K in the pool over 2 weeks now. So that's some solid training there, and also the biking is starting to come better. So definitely I do feel a bit more like an athlete again than how I felt 2 weeks ago, and still I do have to improve quite a bit more to be able to be competitive. So if it was today, I would not be racing, but I'm confident that I can also gain a lot of fitness in the next few weeks.